My mom hurt her leg and needs help around the house, so that's your responsibility starting today.
I'm shocked, utterly speechless. This is the first time you've spoken to me in 10 years and you're just barking orders at me? What is wrong with you, Brian?
Me? What's wrong with you? You should thank your lucky stars that I'm even bothering to text you. My mom needs help and you're my wife. That means it's up to you to do whatever she needs.
Oh, that's just precious. Now you're treating me like your wife. Have you ever once treated me like I was your wife in all the years we've been married?
Hey, if you wanted me to treat you like my wife, maybe you should have acted like my wife.
Excuse me? You haven't said a single word to me in 10 years. You've barely even looked at me. Where do you get off telling me to act like a wife? You won't even act like my husband.
Yeah, well, you should have thought about the consequences before you went and humiliated me at our wedding.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. How did I humiliate you?
God, do I have to explain everything to you? What is the single most important thing for a bride to do on her wedding day?
I don't know. Be on time. Wear white. What are you getting at?
Wrong. The most important thing is to look good. But just take a look at our wedding pictures, Tanya. You look like crap. You were the ugliest person in the room when you were supposed to be the prettiest.
I looked like crap? Maybe to you, I suppose. Your beauty standards are completely insane. You consider anyone less attractive than Sydney Sweeney to be ugly.
And she's not even that attractive. Honestly, any woman who isn't as attractive as her is doing something wrong. I have no idea what, though. But that's not important right now. The important thing is that you humiliated me. It's not just me either. My entire family said that you were ugly as sin.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the least. Your family has never said much to me directly, but from what I've heard of your conversations, they're all every bit as shallow as you are. You're all disgustingly superficial, the lot of you. And if that's how you really feel, why did you even marry me in the first place? What's in it for you to be married to me if I'm ugly as sin?
Do you even need to ask? It's because you make a ton of money. I could overlook you having a face that would make an axe murderer cry for his mommy, as long as you bring home the bacon. But I expected that at the very least you would do something to cover up your ugliest features at the wedding. And yet you couldn't even do that. How am I supposed to be all honor and cherish with a person who doesn't even care enough to look presentable at our wedding?
Okay, I'm done. I can't take any more of this. It's been years since we've had an actual conversation, so I had forgotten how impossible you were to talk to.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'm sorry that my mom and I have been giving you the cold shoulder all these years. There, you happy? My mom can't walk anymore, so she needs you to go over and help her out around the house.
Not a chance.
You can't say no to me. I'm your husband.
What in the world is taking you so long, Tanya? Where are you? I've waited far too long already for you to get over here. I won't wait 1 minute longer. I can't even go shopping by myself in this sorry state, so I need you to go to the store and pick some things up for me. Then, once you're back, you'll have to do some cleaning around the house. Oh, and by some, I mean you'll have my entire house cleaned from top to bottom by midnight tonight. You still have your key, don't you? Then you should have no problem letting yourself in. Get down here immediately. Boy, the apple really doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? You haven't spoken to me in 10 years, and the first thing you do is text me with a literal laundry list of chores for me to do? Why else would I go out of my way to talk to the likes of you other than to give you an order? It's not like I'm particularly interested in chatting it up about the weather with you. Well, if you're so opposed to speaking to me, I guess that means you don't want me coming around the house. I'm glad we could come to an understanding. I'm not going to your house, today or any other day. Excuse me, I don't believe what I'm hearing. Actually, you know what? This is simply par for the course for you. You've always been a terrible wife to my son, and a terrible daughter-in-law to me. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't think we've spent enough time together as mother and daughter-in-law for you to have much of an opinion of me, though. One day with you was more than enough. I will never forget the way you humiliated my son at your wedding. And now you're telling me you won't help me around the house? You're practically issuing me a death sentence. You're hideously ugly on the outside, but I think you might be even uglier on the inside. Look, I'm not really interested in discussing my aesthetics or personality with you. If you want to think I'm an ugly she-devil, then by all means, go right ahead. But if you don't mind explaining it to me, why would you want an ugly she-devil like me to be your caretaker? It's because you're my daughter-in-law. It's your responsibility to do as I say. When I say jump, you ask how high. When I say come, you say yes, ma'am. You haven't even given me the time of day in 10 years. Why are you all of a sudden interested in having a relationship? If I were in your position, the last person I'd want to take care of me is the woman I hated so much I didn't speak to her for 10 years. Stop bringing up unrelated matters. The reason we didn't speak to you is because you're ugly. Don't you think I know a thing or two about female aesthetics? I was the editor of one of the most prominent fashion magazines in the world. Ah, so you're upset that I don't measure up to airbrushed and photoshopped women whose sole purpose in life is to look good on camera? I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear anything out of you at all. Didn't you learn anything from the last 10 years? You're so unappealing as a person that none of us even want to speak to you. You only have yourself to blame for what we did.
Tick-tock, Tanya, you're late! If you keep my mom waiting any longer, it's only gonna get worse for you!
How could I be late to somewhere I had no intentions of going? And seriously, will you just give up already? I'm really busy over here getting ready, so I have no time to be having these little back and forths with you.
Getting ready for what? Oh, you mean to go over to my mom's place? Okay, well, hurry it up, will ya?
I know you have the reading comprehension of a kindergartner, but try to keep up. I told you that I'm not doing it. I'm not getting ready to go over to your mom's house. I'm getting ready to teach the both of you a lesson. I've let you get away with everything for far too long, and you're finally gonna get the payback you deserve.
Payback? What do you mean payback? What did we ever do to you?
You mean besides acting like I didn't exist for the last 10 years?
Oh, that? I don't get why you think you have the right to be upset about that. It's your fault in the first place for being ugly, and I was kind enough to allow you to live in your own place, didn't I? You've been completely free to do whatever you wanted.
The truth is that I wanted to divorce you and get you out of my life the day after the wedding. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that wouldn't be good enough. Right now, I finally have the chance I've been waiting for. A chance to get sweet, sweet revenge on you and your mom. Don't you get it? The only reason I've stayed as your legal wife all these years was so I could give you what you deserve.
Oh, yeah? Well, what I deserve is a wife who actually looks and acts like a wife. I'm at your house, Tanya. Hurry up and get out here. We're going.
What? What are you talking about?
Can't you read? I'm here at your house. My mom and I got sick of waiting for you, so I came to pick you up. I've been ringing your doorbell like crazy for the last 10 minutes. Didn't you hear me?
What house are you talking about?
Your house! What other house would I be talking about?
Oh, you mean my old house. Yeah, I'm not there anymore. So you can keep ringing that doorbell all you want. I won't answer it.
You what? How could you just up and move without telling me?
Brian, you haven't spoken to me in 10 years. We've never once been a husband and wife. So what makes you think I have any responsibility to tell you when I'm moving? You probably wouldn't even read my text if I did tell you.
But if you moved away, then who's gonna take care of my mom?
I don't know. Why don't you do it yourself?
Me? Why should I do it?
Isn't that lovely? You've been going on and on to me about my responsibilities as your wife. What about your responsibilities to your mom as her son? She's your mom. Shouldn't you be the one to take care of her?
I already do enough for her. And besides, she says she wants you to do it.
Yeah, I'm aware that she wants her ugly she-devil to come around her house every day to wait on her hand and foot. I'm not at all interested in granting her wishes, though. I've been thinking for a while now, it doesn't make sense that you would stay married to me all this time. Unless your mother had something to do with it.
Huh?
Think about it. I humiliated you at our wedding, didn't I? That's why you stopped talking to me. But even still, when I first suggested you get divorced, you said no. Well, you didn't say no. You wrote no on a sheet of paper, left it on the table, and walked out of the room. But why would you refuse? You were so angry at me that you refused to speak to me. That means that one of two things is the case. Either you stayed married to me because you benefited in some way, or you stayed married because there was something else keeping you from divorcing me. Am I right, Brian?
What do you want, a medal? Yeah, you're right. I stayed married to you so I could force you to take care of my mom when she got old.
Wow, I have to say, I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be willing to admit that so easily. You really have no shame, do you?
Excuse me?
You're excused. Anyway, I'm not going to be your mom's caretaker. You're never going to see me again. My lawyer will be sending you some paperwork to your house soon. I recommend you open it as quickly as possible. And with that, I bid you farewell.
Wait! You can't just end this conversation like that! Where are you right now?
As if I would ever tell you. I moved in secret specifically to prevent you from finding me.
That doesn't make sense! How did you even afford to move? Did you use my money?
Is that what you're the most concerned about? Don't worry, I didn't use 1 cent of your money. Don't forget, I've been living on my own without any assistance from you these last 10 years. I'm doing fine for myself.
This is insane! I won't let you get away with this! You're not gonna run away from me!
Who's running? If I were really running away, don't you think I would have blocked your number? If you want to waste your time looking for me, go right ahead. However, before you do that, I might suggest looking for someone to take care of your mom for you. Tanya, what's this I hear about you going into hiding? You have work to do. My housework isn't going to do itself, you know. Now, if I have made myself thoroughly clear, you will cease this childish rebellion at once. Get over here and start cleaning. Don't make me tell you again, Tanya. Tanya, I told you not to make me tell you again, and look what you've done. I can see that you're reading this. Don't you dare ignore my messages. How unthoughtful can you be, ignoring me like that? It's precisely because of that unthoughtful nature of yours that my son and I have been ignoring you all these years. You ought to be so ashamed of yourself. I know you're there, Tanya. Answer me. Tanya? Tanya, I'm talking to you. I don't believe this. You're ignoring my phone calls too. I have never in all my days met any woman who was as disrespectful to her mother-in-law as you are. Answer me, Tanya. When are you coming over to start cleaning up? Stop ignoring me. I am your mother-in-law, Tanya.
What's going on with you, Tanya? You've been ignoring my mom's calls and messages for hours. Do you have any idea how much your childish antics are hurting my poor mother?
Do you really not see how painfully ironic that is coming from you? It's exactly what you've been doing to me for 10 years.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. I text you, no response. I call you, no answer. I go to your house and knock on the door. You open it, see that it's me, then slam it right back in my face. Oh, and if I recall correctly, the person who's being ignored is at fault in your eyes, is that right? Then I'm not doing anything wrong at all.
You're out of your mind! Of course you're doing something wrong! You're ignoring my mom!
Yeah, well, maybe your mom shouldn't be such an unthoughtful person. Then I'd have no reason to ignore her.
You're still not making any sense!
Oh, I'm not? Well, then I guess you should go and ask your mom about it. It's her policy after all. Her words were, quote, "It's precisely because of that unthoughtful nature of yours that my son and I have been ignoring you all these years." It's clear that your mom thinks unthoughtful people deserve to get ignored. And so, accordingly, I'm ignoring your mom. It all seems pretty straightforward to me. Unless, of course, the issue isn't me being unthoughtful or anything, and your mom just wants an excuse to be terrible to me.
Hey, don't talk about my mom like that! She's not unthoughtful, you are!
Brian, I think you have a condition. It's called an Oedipus complex.
What the hell is an Oedipus complex?
It means you're in love with your mother.
Gross! I'm not in love with my mother!
Oh, come on. Yes, you are. You put your mother first in every single situation.
Yeah, just like any good son would do for his mother. That's totally normal.
Do you really think it's normal for a man to alienate his own wife at his mother's behest? Well, I hate to break it to you, Brian, but it's not. You're the very least a mommy's boy. But at the same time, you also don't want to take care of her yourself, which is weird. But in any case, I've had all that I can take of you and your mom, and now I'm going to make sure you never bother me again.
What do you mean? What are you gonna do? Hey, what's the matter with you? I just got a big stack of papers from your lawyer. You're divorcing me? I'm not signing any of these.
If you don't want to do this the easy way, that's fine. We'll just do it the hard way.
Hard way? Meaning what?
Meaning I'll sue you for divorce? Considering the fact that you and your mom have been ignoring me for the last 10 years, I think I'll win pretty easily.
Sue me? But that was all your fault!
Here we go again. Why, exactly, is it my fault that you and your mom didn't speak to me for 10 years?
It's because you're ugly! You're an ugly she-devil, but you seem to think you're completely blameless!
Yep, just as I thought. Haven't you ever heard that beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
Yeah, of course I have, and I behold that you're ugly!
Yeah, you do, maybe. I doubt many others would agree with you.
Huh?
You said the other day that you think Sydney Sweeney is average, but I'd say at least 90% of guys out there would say she's one of the most beautiful women alive. I'm not saying that I'm on her level or anything, but while you and your mother may think I'm ugly, I'm actually a model.
A model? You? Yeah, right.
Granted, I'm not some kind of world-class fashion model, but I am a model in the advertisements for the apparel company I work for. Do you think they would fork out all that money just for an ugly woman to wear their clothes in their ads?
Okay, for real now, stop lying. You're not fooling anyone. If you're really a model, then how come you look so god-awful in your wedding dress? It looked like it was 2 sizes too small for you, and it was definitely too long for your legs. It was dragging along the floor the whole time.
The simple answer is because that dress wasn't my wedding dress.
What? Then whose was it?
It was your mom's dress.
What the? It was my mom's?
That's right. I told you my parents both passed away before we got married, right? Well, right before the wedding, your mom came up to me and said that brides are supposed to wear their mother's dress. My mother had gotten rid of her dress a long time ago, so your mom dragged hers out of storage and told me I had to wear it. It was so sudden that we didn't have time to make any adjustments to it. We barely even got it cleaned in time. So if you think the dress looked that bad, then I guess you must think that your mother has an absolutely horrible fashion sense.
But what about the fact that my relatives all said your guests were prettier than you? You can't explain that away.
I can, kinda. A lot of the friends I invited were my colleagues. That is, they're all models too. And another thing, I've been wondering about this for a long time, but do you really think I'm ugly? I mean, right up until the wedding, you would go on and on about how beautiful you thought I was. That's why I was looking forward to the wedding. I thought it would make you happy to see me wearing a white dress, walking down the aisle towards you. So what changed, Brian? Did your mom brainwash you into thinking I'm ugly? Or did your superficial family members making fun of how I looked that day get to you? In either case, it's pretty pathetic that you would allow someone else to sway your opinion of your own wife so strongly.
Shut up! That nasty attitude of yours just makes you even uglier!
Ugly, ugly, ugly. Is that the only insult you have in your vocabulary? It's getting a bit stale. I wish you'd at least pull up a thesaurus and learn a few synonyms. Here, I'll give you a few to get you started. Beastly, frightful, gross, repugnant, grotesque, hideous, horrid, unseemly, unsightly. I'm partial to homely, personally. Would you like a few more ideas?
Stop making fun of me!
But you make it so easy.
I'm your husband, Tanya! You can't treat me this way!
Oh, can't I? Well, let's talk about just how husbandly you've been to me then, shall we? We'll start with all the women that you've been seeing since we've been living apart.
But you don't have any room to talk about that!
Oh, don't I? Elaborate if you wouldn't mind.
Do I have to say it? You were the one who wanted to move out of my house in the first place. It's obvious that you wanted to see other guys.
I did want to move out, but can you blame me? It was pretty hard living with someone who would barely even look at me, much less talk to me. What makes you think I was seeing other guys? Did you actually see me with anyone besides you in the last 10 years?
Oh, well, no, but we haven't even seen each other.
That's my point exactly. How could you know what I've been up to? Even if I stayed in that house with you, it's not like you would have paid me much mind anyway. I, however, have been paying very close attention to you and your activities. That's why I know you were cheating on me. And aren't you forgetting that you're pretending I'm hideously ugly? What kind of man would want to have an affair with an ugly and married woman?
Even ugly chicks can get guys some of the time.
Yeah, I guess I can admit you have a point there. But the important thing is, I haven't cheated on you. Or if you have any evidence of my infidelity, go ahead and show it to me. Let's see what you've got. As for myself, I have plenty of hard evidence of your affairs. I've got all the pictures and videos I would need to secure a very decisive ruling in my favor if I took you to court.
I don't buy it. You're bluffing.
Okay, if you're so sure of that, then I suppose I'll see you in court. All that's going to do is increase your legal bill, but have it your way. I'm fully prepared to go all the way in order to ensure you're properly punished for your behavior, Brian, so don't plan on me backing off. If you know what's good for you, you'll be a good little boy and sign those papers.
I still think you're bluffing. You don't have the kind of money to hire a lawyer to sue me.
I've got plenty, actually. I thought you were aware of that.
Wait, I was? What money are you talking about?
You thief! You vile little money-grubbing thief! You stole Brian's money! That money was my money. I was going to use that money to pay for my medical bills. Give it back this instant. Oh, you poor, poor thing. I was planning on sticking to my original plan of ignoring you like you did to me. But you're under a grave misunderstanding, so I'll correct that and then be on my way. That's just the thing, though. I'm not the thief. Your son is. The account you're likely referring to was in my name and was full of money that I made myself. What? I bet Brian told you that the account was his, didn't he? Back before we got married, I told him that I had a bit of a nest egg set up for myself and showed him my bank records. But never in my wildest dreams did I think you would make copies of it to make you think it was his. That can't be. You mean that all that money isn't really Brian's? That's right. All that money is my personal property, and Brian has no right to touch it. Oh, and the same goes for you too. Also, since Brian had apparently made copies of all my bank records, I closed the account yesterday and opened up a new one just in case. I know you're counting on using that money to fund your lifestyle from here on out. I'm afraid you'll have to look somewhere else. Brian and I will soon be divorced, and once that happens, there will be officially nothing connecting the two of us. But if you're not going to take care of me, then who is? You can either pay someone to do it for you, or you could always just make Brian do it. Either way, it's not my concern anymore. But I want you to do it. Why is that, though? You really want your ugly she-devil, soon-to-be ex-daughter-in-law, to wait on you? Let me guess, it's so you can treat me like dirt while also having me do all the work around the house for you for free, am I right? That's precisely right. Now that I've made myself clear, get down here at once. I know you lost the use of your legs, but are you also going senile? I said I'm not doing it. How could you have been conscious through this entire conversation and still think I would listen to anything you tell me to do? I'm divorcing your son, and we're never going to speak to each other again. You're not divorced yet, and until you do, you have a sacred duty to do every single thing I tell you to. Now get in your car and get over here at once.
Tanya, please, I'm begging you, help me! My mom is getting more and more demanding every day! All she ever does is complain! She can't do anything by herself, not even go to the bathroom! I'm stuck taking care of her all day, every day!
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes when you lose the use of your legs.
If you know how bad it is, then do something! Even if it's just a couple days a week, I need all the help I can get! I'm so busy taking care of her, I can't even make it to any of the meetings your lawyer tells me about! That's not just a problem for me, it's a problem for you too!
Yeah, it is a problem, but it's your problem that's causing me problems. And if you're in that much trouble, why not just put her into a nursing home? Trust me, I know all about how hard it can be to care for an ailing relative. That's exactly why there are professionals who have specific training in order to help people like you and your mom.
You know fully well that I cannot and would not ever hire some random person to come to the house for me. I mean, some complete stranger helping my mom go to the bathroom and take baths. That would be terrible for my mom's mental health.
Maybe, but if you really can't handle her by yourself, it's not going to be good for her physical health either.
Would you stop talking back to me and just do what I say?
How much clearer can I make it, Brian? I'm never doing what you say. Least of all, take care of your awful mother. She's your mom. You take care of her. That's what I did.
Wait! What are you talking about?
My parents both had cancer at around the same time. The treatments weren't helping and only made them feel worse, so they decided to live the remainder of their lives peacefully at home. I took care of them by myself at first, but they insisted that I get someone to take over for me after a while. They cared about me so much that they didn't want to see me struggling to help them like I was. That's what any loving parent would do for their child. Your mom, however, appears not to care about you all that much.
Don't tell me my mom doesn't love me! That's why she wants me to take care of her rather than some stranger! It's because she loves me!
If you ask me, it seems like she loves herself quite a bit more than she loves you. At the very least, her desire not to have a stranger taking care of her outweighs her desire to not be a burden on you.
No, I don't believe you. She loves me more than anything. She has to. If she doesn't, then what has all of this been for?
Oh, Brian, it really is too bad that things came to this. You'd been desperately texting me every day, then suddenly you stopped altogether. I was worried about what happened, so I asked the police what I should do, and they said the best thing to do was go and check in on you and myself. And what did I find when I did? You had pushed your mom out of her wheelchair and hadn't done anything to help her in days.
What are you texting me for, huh? You just want to laugh at me? Yeah, you're right. I got sick of all her moaning and complaining, so I told her she can take care of herself. Then she kept following me around the house, yelling at me and throwing stuff at me. So I did what I had to do. I threw her out of her wheelchair. I had no choice. She was assaulting me. It was self-defense.
No, Brian, it was elder abuse. I had no choice. I had to tell the police about what was going on. They're probably going to come and arrest you before too much longer.
Well, isn't that just wonderful? I sacrifice every single second of my life to take care of my ungrateful mother, and what do I get? Arrested! Why am I the only one getting screwed over? This is your fault! If you would have just listened to what me and my mom said and took care of her, none of this would have happened.
Don't blame me for this. If you had been a decent husband to me, I would have gladly taken care of her for you. But you were never a good husband to me. You were barely even any sort of husband at all. You're the one who single-handedly ruined our relationship, so don't come crying to me now that the bill has come due. You're going to pay for what you did to me, as well as what you did to your mom. Fortunately, Brian's mom recovered from the days of neglect and abuse fairly quickly in the hospital. However, she started going berserk whenever anyone came into her room, so she was transferred into the psych ward. They tested her and found that she was going through the early symptoms of Alzheimer's, so she'll likely spend the rest of her life in a nursing home. Not that I've forgiven her for what she did to me, but I still feel bad for what Brian did to her. Speaking of which, Brian was arrested and charged with elder abuse, and he's currently out on bail awaiting his trial. Now he has to make alimony payments to me and pay his mom's legal and hospital bills, so he has a pretty dismal financial future. And as for me, well, other than the fact that I moved, things stayed pretty much the same for me as they were for the last 10 years. Remember, I moved out of the house not too long after we got married, so I was practically living as though I was single already. I do have to say though, it feels absolutely fantastic to have the weight of being married to Brian off of my shoulders.